Welcome back to BATTLEMODE, guys. This is Battle Mode. In the last episode, my greedy early expansion without sufficient military development has really been punished, and I'm so pleased about this because it means that the AI is a lot more aggressive than I expected it to be honest, and I'm really pleased about that because I really don't like easy games. Like, easy games bore me, and I really was quite careless with the way that I kind of started this game, and there's a couple of mistakes that I've made basically just due to my mistaking certain mechanics from Distant Worlds Universe and the sequel. I'm gonna go through. I've actually been through some of the Galactopedia just to kind of like remind myself of some of the stuff that's going on and kind of relearn it. But yeah, I'm really pleased. So what happened was the Actarians actually took Katamascar from me, which is a really good planet. Where are we? Here we go. Katamascar 1. It was decent because it's got this ruined fortress, and they've got a whole bunch of garrison troops now on here. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Excuse me, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've also got a general here, and this general is actually quite good. They'll have all leveled up as well since they've won a ground war. Because if you remember my early attempt to try to take it back, just to kind of test their defenses with the invasion fleet I had ready for the Securians over here, that failed. And yeah, so my fleets are now limping back to my home base at Mortal Prime, who are now increasing the amount of troops we've got. So we're actually building a whole bunch of armored conqueror forces. You do need a bit of a mix. You will get penalties if you don't send some infantry, but you do get that 25% armored breakthrough bonus if you get the armored troops, and these armored troops are really strong. So what I've got to do is I've got to get a whole bunch of these. I then need to get more transports. Got plenty of money at the moment, although this is dangerous territory for us now. So I've got to take this planet back fast. This isn't something that I can dilly-dally around with because I'm going to be in big trouble otherwise. Our war progress is going particularly badly, and now there are certain things that we can do. It's possible that we could go to diplomacy. We can talk to the Mortalin Supremacy and see if we can get them to help us, but I really don't want them to do that. I really don't want them to do that because I don't want them taking any territory from those guys. We've kind of like cut these guys off now, and I want to keep it that way. I've just off camera, if we just go into the colonies, I went to Ruria 1 and Plowme, and I actually built a whole bunch of infantry units. Now they're probably not gonna get built in time for them to actually save these colonies, which I might well lose these colonies, which could mean in turn losing them to the Mortal Supremacy if they decide to declare war on the Actarians here. So yeah, this is kind of interesting stuff. So yeah, money is an issue. We probably have got to think about how we're going to fund everything, right? So if we go to maintenance, look, let's just go to our military ships. We've got 13 escort ships, which are pretty useless really at the moment when it comes to fighting. We've got frigates, but my tech level is actually quite low. The big problem that I've really got is that jump that I've got to make to the Gerax hyperdrive. It's just it's so expensive at this point of the game, but you kind of got to go for it really. It's 1200. I could focus on this and get this up, and I am going to do that, but what have I gone for here? Improved logistics, coordinated control and expanded space stations. These are going to come soon, right? Coordinated control is going to give me, this one's going to give me better command centers. I'm going to rush build this one. So let's get those two up, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the Gerax hyperdrive, because the Gerax hyperdrive is going to make it easier for me to get troops to and from here. But in the meantime, I definitely need to get some more troop transports up. So let's go to our fleets, and we go to military ships. Now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in action. We've got 2 that are being built. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 8. 8 ships is going to be fine. That should be enough for us to basically transport a bunch of tanks over, and then hopefully we'll retake the colony there. So yeah, this is cool. I'm really excited. Like I'm just really glad that the AI is doing what it's supposed to. And yeah, I can't talk about anything that's been going on in the beta. What I can say is that I was talking to Daz and Tortuga Power the other day when we recorded a podcast. In fact, it was last night, and we agreed, I think, that the AI is looking good in this game. It's looking good, and that's very, very encouraging, because this AI will make or break a 4X game. You know, there are some wonderful games that have just such bad AI that they're just not worth playing, like Space Empires, for example. I just think I like that game. I really want to like it, but the AI is just so bad. You might as well just be playing against a player who's not touching, you know, anything. It's just so terrible. And there are some games that have just got great AI, but this one's looking like it's pretty damn good so far. So I'm super excited. Okay, expanded space stations research complete. We're going to go for this coordinated control. This is going to come out in under a year. Improved logistics. I got to get this. This is really important because this is a 10% maintenance on our troops, and I've just built a whole bunch of troops. This negative 11,000 is going to go to about negative 20,000, and that is going to be hard for me to keep up with, even with the ships that I'm building. It might be time to kind of figure out how to. I don't want to be giving these guys gifts. I don't want a colony ship. Incoming enemy fleet detected. Okay. Where are these guys going? Oh, they're going for this mining station. Yeah, look, the Agdarians are hitting us where it hurts in our economy. Awesome stuff. I really like to see that. It looks like they're really kind of, they're plotting where to attack me properly. Okay, we've got another troop transport up. So we just got 2 more. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add all these to the 3rd Invasion Fleet. So these are all going to be part of the 3rd Invasion Fleet. Let's get these added to the 3rd Invasion Fleet too, so we don't have to mess about doing it later. Incoming enemy fleet detected. Where are we? Okay. So yeah, we've actually got construction ships. Yeah, I want them to return. Let's just get these guys escaping here. And yeah, we don't want any of our ships going in this direction for the time being. Now, not only are we going to have something to land with and invade, we also need to have at least a fleet that's big enough to be able to take these, take the heat off the invasion fleet. Now, I am building these transports up, but I actually think that it might be wise to do a quick redesign. So if we go to troop transports, and I'm going to go to upgrade. Now, if you remember, I didn't actually put the full complement of deflection shields on. I think I'm going to do that now. But before that, let's just have a look to see what kind of ships that they were using. There's all sorts of factors in this game that you want to be taking into account. Okay, so let's have a look at what these guys are using here. They were using escorts, weren't they? Railguns. Okay, so these are standard impact type, and then they got point defense on as well. Now that's just that one type. That's the Escort 3. You got the Escort 3 V2. These have got laser cannons on. Okay. But again, this is still the standard damage type. Okay. Now I forget which type of weapons work well against which types of armor, whether it's shield or armor. Let's just have a quick look at that. So, I'm just looking at absorbing armor, but I kind of want the basic armor, really. I forget what that one's called. Yeah, some types of armor weapons are better at bypassing protective armor and thus inflicting damage on the target ship. Reactive rating, ion damage defense, and rating. Okay, so deflection field generator. I think this is the one that we've got on most of these ships, right? Yeah. Okay. I don't think it's going to matter a huge amount, to be honest with you, at this stage of the game. I think you really need to start worrying, about the specific shield types against weapons. When you start getting really, really powerful weapons, I think at the start of the game it's less of a factor. I actually think that my designs, as I've got them, are probably going to be okay for what we're fighting. They pretty much had PD on those things. Now this thing is a different matter. So we have got this research station here. Looks like they're upgrading it. Particle beam seeking missiles and a wave bomb. Yeah, I don't want to destroy this station. I want to retake that. Now, yeah, they've got defense strength of 891. I really need to hit this with, twice as much minimum, I think, if I'm going to be able to hold it again afterwards. Okay, let's start the game. Let's just dismiss this. Yeah, I'll accept that because Caslon is something that we want. We're also low on silicone as well. Yeah, Caslon's our big production shortage. Concerning news from independent traders. We are hearing alarming reports from some of the independent traders visiting our stations. They say an ancient enemy called the Hive has awakened in our region of space. It's attacking and consuming all in its path. The traders say that other empires and even pirates are uniting to fight against it, but so far without success. Okay, so this is a storyline thing that's awoken. Now, where is it? Okay, this is just some of our ships that are just under attack. Yeah, they're going to be attacking everything that's going around here. Let us also buy... I'm going to need to build some more ships. Let me just remind myself what we've got ship design-wise. I'm looking for frigates. There we go. We've got this Wolf. This is the Wolf V3. Maxos blasters, plasma torpedoes. Okay, this is relatively heavy armed. Is this the version that we've got in action at the moment? I think not. Let's just go to our ships. Have a quick look at our fleets. The first fleet. No, this is just a standard Wolf. So, yeah, these had much less weapons on them. Okay, so let's get those guys upgraded. I'm going to build a whole bunch more ships. Go to military ships, and then we go to escorts. Frigates. Yeah, looks like we're building... I've already built a whole bunch of them, look. That should be enough. That's quite a lot. My money's going to be in big trouble, because I've got way too much stuff now, without the infrastructure to be able to support it. So what I'm going to have to do is take this back quick, and then I'm going to have to take the war to the enemy, and then hopefully I'm not going to bankrupt myself, but we'll have to see. Getting the Gerax drive out next is going to be critical, I think. Yeah, well, the pirates are attacking us as well. I can't really do much about those pirates right now. I probably should have just kept the agreement with them, to be honest, because that's kind of a problem. What I really want is for my escorts to be able to be dealing with that problem, because that's what those escorts are for. They're there to kind of like keep the pirates off your back, really. New troop transport's complete. Okay. We've got 2 armoured conqueror forces up now. I really need the full amount that I've built, I'd say. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit. If we're really unlucky, the Akdarians might actually bring another fleet in. Yeah, they're up there at the moment. I don't think they're going to be able to do much if they come to my home base. I'm pretty sure I can defend this. The Ipse Nada Technocracy declares war on us. Okay, well that's the other Akdarian group. I'm not worried about them. I kind of think they're a little bit too far away. Yeah, we're getting attacked in multiple levels, but that's okay for the time being. I don't really care about that. We might be able to see if we can get these guys to declare war on on those other enemies. I think they're already at war with them by the looks of it. Just go back here a sec and just check. Okay, no, they're not at war with them. They're just angry with them. Interesting. Okay, we can't get any more. Yeah, this treaty doesn't align with our goals, so they don't want to be friends with us. They don't have much money. Let's just give them a basic tech and keep them sweet. We don't want those guys declaring war on us because that would be bad. That would be really, really bad. I don't think I could manage that. That might be a little bit too much for old battle mode. Hopefully that second second group, whose name eludes me now, the Ipse Nada technocracy, they're not gonna be close enough really to do much to us. Although I thought that about the Ekdarian Republic as well. Okay, so we've got some frigates up. The new frigates that we're building, I'm gonna get them. Where are we? I'm gonna get all these in one group. I'm gonna add all these to the first fleet, I think. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of fleets coming in. Let me just show me where these are. One. Dureth Republic, which is this one here. Yeah, I'm not too worried about them attacking our outlying mining stations for the time being. The rest of that I can ignore. Okay, so we've almost got coordinated control, which gives us the command center. Now, do I redo the ship designs with this? Yeah, I probably should. So let's upgrade the Rhino to the Rhino 4. That will just give us the upgraded command center there. Get a small maintenance saving if nothing else. It'll probably pay for itself quite quickly. Yeah, I'm kind of tempted to put another deflection shielding, deflection field generator on there too. Definitely don't want to be losing any ships. I'll tell you what though, if these are getting attacked, I'm not doing my job right. So let's just leave it as it is. I'm going to go to the frigate, do the same job. We're just going to upgrade it very, very basically, and click on save and exit. Now, Trifler, who's been watching my series, hi Trifler, he said to me that basically, as far as he can tell from what he's been watching with other streamers, that you only really need one proximity sensor on your ships. Yeah, I think that's right. You don't need them on every ship. The reason why I have them on escorts, by the way, is because they usually operate independently. So it's definitely worth having them on escorts. I don't think it's worth putting the other systems on, actually, because they're not really there to do damage. They're there to kind of dissuade. They're there to come up, fire some pot shots off, and then the pirates disappear. Right? That's what they're there for. They can kill stuff, but that's not their primary role, in my opinion. So there, you definitely want the proximity sensor because they are generally operating alone. But with the frigates, that's really good advice. You kind of want one with it on. So this is why it's important. If you remember, I showed this off in one of the previous episodes where I said, look, when you go to the build queue, you can actually change the ship in here. So it's very likely that you might have two or three different types of frigates, and although the ship builder or the ship designer, it kind of with this latest buildable design thing, it looks like it's encouraging you just to use one type. You want to ignore that, right? Definitely ignore that. What you want to do is just go with you just want to go with active designs, because often you'll want multiple types of escorts, multiple types of, at least in the early game, until you get hull types that start to distinguish between the different types. Okay guys, so with that in mind, I'm actually going to design a new type of frigate. I'm going to copy this one as new. So if we go to copy as new, and it's going to be called a Wolf 5, but I'm going to change this one. I'm going to call it, let me think, Condor. Let's go with the animal theme. So Condor is going to be the one ship that is going to have the proximity sensor on. We want at least one of these ships with a proximity sensor on. It's possible that it might be worth, it might be worth having a different set of weapons on it too, perhaps. Maybe if I take the Maxos blasters off, put seeking missiles on this one instead. Just so we've got a bit of a different loadout for this one. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It seems it's automatically upgraded to the new command center, as you can see. And yeah, I think for the rest of it, we're pretty much good to go. We can actually put a little bit more size on this now. Would it be worth having more fuel? I didn't think I was running out of fuel in that last sortie. However, they might struggle to get up to the Actarians in that with that amount of fuel. So maybe if I can put one more fuel cell on. Oh, it'll let me. Okay. Okay, that gives us a lot more range. There is going to be an expense cost, of course, when it comes to speed. Also want to make sure that we've got enough excess energy here. And yeah, it's still kind of slow. These got bad maneuvering rates. There's not really a lot I can do about that, I don't think. They're not. These aren't supposed to be zippy dogfighters. I mean, eventually the frigates are actually going to be quite. They're going to be quite rapid and maneuverable. So anyway, there we go. So we've created a Condor. What I want to do now is, if I just come out of that, let's go to Condor here, and I'm just going to build. I'm going to build one of those, and we're just going to put one of these in. We'll mix that one into the first fleet. So let's just go. Excuse me. So let's just go back here, and we're going to go by frigates. Relentless Outcasts. Hold on. We can search by ships not in a fleet. Okay, so now it's going to pick up all the. It's going to pick up all these ships that are the escorts. I don't really want the escorts to be in a fleet. What have we got here? We've completed research coordinator control. Okay, so we knew that already. We're going to go for improved logistics. We want to get that out as fast as possible, but I'm not going to pay for it. I think it's, yeah, I'm not going to spend the extra money on it. I think it will come out before most of these new. We go down to our colonies look, and you can see, yeah, we've still only got one infantry battalion in each one of these, or these conqueror forces. Sorry. Yeah, we are going to be gradually. Look, the maintenance cost for each of these tank units is 375. So you can see it's quite expensive to maintain ground forces, just as it would be in real life, I think. And I like that. Like, it means that you can't just have these massive, massive armies sat around unless you've got an incredibly good economy. Now, if I remember right, the Mortallon actually get bonuses to troops. Let's just have a look because of our government type. So we get bonuses to troop research and to recruitment rate. Oh, and we get a massive 35% maintenance savings anyway. So once we've got this this tech, the improved logistics, this is going to give us another 10%. So actually, out of all the forces, it looks like the Mortallon really are kind of geared up to be able to do that, to really have large standing armies. Okay. Now, once we've, I really just need to wait now for us to get some more ships up, or to get some more of these tanks up. Yeah, it's going to be a while. We might be waiting a year or so. I want to take it back as soon as possible. I think we might be. Yeah, we might be asking a little bit much, trying to. Whoops, I zoomed in way too far then. Yeah, I think these guys are actually healed up already. Look. Oh no, they're still into. Oh, interesting. They're being. Look at this. They're being invaded as we speak. They were being invaded by the Tekan, by the pirates. Awesome. So I mean, those guys. Okay, we've got to be a little bit careful because those guys are going to be leveling up doing that. Do we have? No. Okay, that's just the color of the star. Doesn't. Excuse me. I thought that we had some of these purple guys down here, but I'm just looking at the star color. Okay. So I'm going to speed the time back up again. Incoming strike fleet detected. Calamari, which one's that one again? No, that's still at that. Oh, okay. Okay, Moon Calamari as well. They've actually taken this area off us too. Yeah, these guys are really encroaching into my territory, and I'm not liking it at all. Now, are we building a whole lot more escorts? Because if that's the case, I don't want too many more of those. It's escorts. In fact, I can actually look at what we've got by going to maintenance. So we've got 12 escorts. 15 frigates, 9 troop transports that we're paying for currently. Yeah, the first fleet. Wow, we've got a decent amount of ships now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to retrofit to the latest design. Oh, hang on a minute. I didn't want to do that. I know what that's going to do. That's going to retrofit to the Malta Condors. Let's cancel that. Okay, I'm just going to click on refuel. No, we don't want to do that. What we want to do, we've got to be a bit careful when you start using multiple types of the same ship. So, go to build order. Yeah, Wolf 4 might be saying that is the most recent type. Let's just go into the ship designer is what I want. Latest designs. Okay, so the Wolf 4 is saying is the latest design, so that's okay. So what we can do is we can make sure that we've got everything except the Condor that we built, which I reckon must be one of these ones. No, that's a Wolf 3. Let's go back. Oh, these are all Wolf 3s. That's a Wolf 3. All of these are Wolf 3s. Okay. And these ones are Wolves. So let's just click on retrofit to the latest design. You might find that maybe the game actually distinguishes now between a Wolf and a Condor when it comes to that. I'm not actually sure about that. Just close that window. Okay, we've got a whole bunch of frigates. I think we've probably got enough frigates now to start taking some stuff back. But what I'm really waiting for is... What's going on here? Ooh, we are being attacked by those guys. Okay, so they're actually managing to get in at us over here. That's interesting. They've obviously got a decent range. Now, once this is done, improve logistics. I must get the Garax hyperdrive finally. And in fact, I'm going to crash. Oh no, that's super expensive though. It's super expensive. My cash flow's gone down. Sorry, my cash flow's gone up technically. Interested to know why that has happened. Third invasion fleet. Show me. Okay. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to send the first fleet over here. So let's just control 1. We're going to set that high. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these guys on fleet roll attack, and then we go to we just right click here, and what's going to happen is they're actually going to on fleet roll attack they'll actually just refuel and repair themselves, and they'll just keep moving backwards and forwards. Roria 1 we've lost. Where's that? Oh, okay, so we've now lost this to the other guys. That's okay. I'll take that back. It was only a fledgling colony. I want to take this one back first, though. This is a better colony, and it's got our research station. I actually am going to be losing research at the moment, unfortunately. Let's just go to the research. I just want one concurrent project at the moment. I think. Do one at a time. Okay. Third invasion fleet is almost done. I think what I'm going to do with the third is... Let's go to the third invasion fleet. I'm going to control 3. There we are. And I'm going to get those guys to... They're going to load troops at Mortal and Prime. Now I'm going to take these two off garrison. And I'm going to actually build... Let me just go back. Up. There we go. Return to top. Now we get to manage troops. I want a couple more infantry units. And some more tanks. So let's have a look at these guys. Okay, they've got 1600 now in attack strength. So we've got 4 armor and 0 infantry so far. They should pick some more up. Okay, so we're going to pick these troops up, and then let's have a look at how that first fleet are doing. Oh, they're kind of arriving in dribs and drabs. That's not good. So let's actually get the first fleet. Oops. These are all Wolf Mark 3s. Yeah, I think I sent these guys out a little bit prematurely. They should be okay. They will actually move back if they start taking too much damage. They will move back. Now I want to get these. I want to get this under blockade, just ready for my invasion fleet. But let's just have a look at what we've got. Yeah, we've got 800. I think that we're going to be okay with this invasion fleet here. Let's have a look at. Yeah, we've got nearly 2,000. So let's actually. I want to move these guys up this way. I'll land them outside. Okay, here come my wolves. I'm going to actually drop the speed down a little bit now. Yeah, we've actually got much better guns now on these ships. Oh, we've got more guns. Yeah, we're taking out these escorts. They're much smaller ships than these frigates that we've got. I'm just giving them the broadside there. Look. Oof, taking some damage though. Yeah, but we're forcing them to jump. Again, this is happening all over, look. So our invasion of Katamaskar 1 is underway. And hopefully we can get this... We can actually get our transports all coordinating. I'm going to move the transports first. I don't want them to invade. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them here. And I'm going to get them on blockade. So we're going to go like that. Now, first fleet, I'm going to set the attack point here. Yeah, these guys seem to be doing their job. Now we've got them. I'm going to actually set them to blockade. So we've got the planet under blockade. So they're not actually going to get anything from this. Now the population are not going to be happy with anyway. They're already unhappy. Look, Mortallans are unhappy being part of the Akdarian Empire. You know, they're angry at the recent conquest of the colony. They're upset that we're at war with their species, etc. So these guys, I don't think that they're going to get any militia fighting with them. So I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to take this out fairly easily. Aha, yeah, it's exciting stuff. So let's get this. Let's speed the time up a little bit, and we'll wait for the third invasion fleet to start moving in. Looks like they're moving to flying formation. Oops, it's saying no mission. So let's just get them onto. Let's go onto blockade. Okay, they're not doing that for some reason. It might be because the first fleet are already blockading. Okay, the information's coming thick and fast now. I can't really look at all of this stuff. No, I'm not ending a war with them. I'm taking my stuff back first. By the way, you can change the message settings so you don't get all this stuff if you don't like seeing it. Like I saw Rob was kind of struggling with that. I think he was getting all these messages that you know was starting to annoy him. But you can just turn them off. You can go into the settings and you can change the messages that you see and the ones that you don't want to see. Okay, looks like we've got some. What's this? Oh, we've got some frigates turning up. Interesting. Okay, let's get some more ships built. Yeah, let's get some more ships built. So I want some more wolf frigates. Let's get 5 of those. And then I'm going to add them to we're going to sort them by fleet. So we'll get all the ones that aren't actually in a fleet at the moment. And then we're going to join these to a new fleet. And I'll call this the second defense fleet. And they're going to be based. So let's go back to fleets. Second defense fleet. And they're going to set the home base for to Mortallan Prime, and they'll defend that. The fleet role is going to be on defense. You can actually get the AI to populate your fleets for you, and you can choose fleet templates as well. So you can say, I want 1 of this type of ship, I want 3 of these, I want 10 of them, and then give it a name, and then the AI will be like, oh, okay, that you want an attack fleet, do you? Okay, I'll just build that for you automatically. Really, really cool little system, especially for later in the game when things get really, really crazy, I guess. Okay, they're really trying to hit us in the research. I might just... I'm kind of tempted to pay this cost here. Thing is, it's going to cost a lot of money, so I might have to wait. How close are our defense fleet? Or our invasion fleet? Here they are, look. About halfway right now. Just pump the speed up just a little bit. When you're at war, it's kind of risky to do that. Oof. A devastating tsunami at Ipse-Nada 4. Interesting. Oh well. Extensive loss of life. At least it didn't happen to us. I don't care if it happens to one of our enemies. In fact, I actually think that's a good thing. Okay, so yeah, we're actually being blockaded here now. I don't know if we're being blockaded, but we're being attacked, certainly. Okay, so we've got some wolves that are, some of our frigates that are now moving in, look, to defend, chase off these escorts that have come up here. This is a problem. We need to deal with this. I don't have any ships, like, free at the moment, and I really want this invasion to succeed. And it will not succeed if I don't have air superiority. Well, it might succeed without area superiority. But I kind of need this under blockade. What you got to be a bit careful with is in this game is once you set your team's a mission, you don't want to be moving backwards and forwards. At the same time, this is quite a serious threat here. Yeah, this space station's not looking so good. Okay, looks like we've disabled the attacker. Yeah, you see now, like, I think we fixed this now. So if I'd have sent my fleet back, that would have been a real big problem, because then I was accomplishing neither mission, basically. So you've really got to pick a goal and stick with it. Here comes the invasion fleet. Now I want them to drop their ships all at once. Yeah, they've still only got 721 defense strength. We're going to absolutely wreck these guys, I think, this time. Now, I don't know if I actually remembered to... Yeah, we've only got one general. Let's send this guy to the invasion fleet. He might get there in time, he might not. It doesn't really matter too much. I'd like to get the general leveled up, because that's what we've got to do for our victory conditions. Let's just accept the treaty from the pirates until this war's over, because it's going to cost us money, but we'll just accept it. Okay. Now, third invasion fleet's arrived, so let's get them to actually hold on, which one's this? There we are. Look, yeah, they are here. So click on attack. I'm going to drop the speed down and watch these guys going in. Yeah, look, it looks like these escorts are kind of moving in, trying to engage. We're chasing them off, though. There's not much they can do. Here come our transports. So let's bring up the battle. It looks like the Tican Authority were raiding them as well, while we were blockading. So look, you can see we're going to fire off these assault pods now. There we go. So we've made landing. And our first two armoured conquered forces have made landing. Yeah, we've already doubled the amount of points value. We've got space control, plus this is our native planet type. This isn't going to last too long. As you can see, they're actually fighting down now. Now, I remember you used to get a penalty for not having infantry involved in a battle. I'm not sure if that's the case still. Yeah, it looks like the Mortalan population are not helping them. I'm not surprised. This is our planet. So we're gonna liberate this planet. Then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna leave a garrison here, and I'm gonna liberate the next one. So let's have a look at this. No, we don't want to give them a gift. Okay. So we conquered that colony. What I want to do is I want to get a garrison. I'll just leave one garrison for the time being. I don't think they're going to try and retake it. I don't know though, because they kind of did that last time. Let's get the third, and we'll load troops. Now we definitely want to build some more troops here. But I might garrison those as well. No, I'll leave it. Actually, yeah, I can't guarantee it because it's being picked up. Let's just move these guys back. There we go. Now I want to garrison that troop. Yeah, we had way more than we needed. I'm fairly certain that they're not going to have that much on that other planet that we lost. So that's the second planet. We need to go and take this one back. Let's go and have a look what they've got down here. I didn't even look at it last time. Where are they? Here we are. It's this one, Auroria 1. Now they've got 300 defense strength. Yeah, the tanks aren't so good in defense. So I'm gonna get the first fleet to go and blockade Auroria 1, and then I'm going to move the third invasion fleet up here. And they've got 1,000 strength. They're going to be fine. Okay, so we managed to take our colony back. I also need to go and take back this. Yeah, it was a research station, I believe, that I lost there. Okay, guys, I'm going to end the episode there, I think. Thanks for watching. I hope you're enjoying it so far. It's been kind of interesting, hasn't it? Like we actually got attacked by the AI, and you know, it did a fairly good job of taking this with a relatively small force, but they weren't willing to defend it by the looks of it, or they weren't able to defend it. So, you know, a little bit of patience on our part kind of really worked out there. We do need to sort out this cash flow problem though, I think. Okay guys, I'll catch you in the next episode. Take it easy.